Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Giovanni Giorgio, but everybody calls me Giorgio. No, I'm just joking, and for everyone who got the reference, cheers. I don't have like a glass to cheer, but cheers, because you got it. So, hi everyone, welcome to my channel, and it's Jonathan. Yeah, always me, of course. Today we're talking about something that is, I don't know how to say it, not in English, like in general. I was telling you something that is maybe controversial. Yeah, controversial. Yeah, sounds right. Yeah, I think that controversial is the right word. And the subject is, the controversial subject is the truth about being a controversial photographer. I'm a kind of a controversial photographer. No, the truth about being a freelance photographer, as the title says. Like when you start doing photography and you get better, and then you get better day by day, and you keep getting better, you start to think of it as a profession, as a job, you know. This process may take like years, decades, centuries, or just months or weeks. It depends on a lot of factors. And then you're done doing the job of your life, fulfilling your dreams. Well, it's not like this actually. To be honest, in some cases it's like this. But there are a few cases, like 10% cases, I think. Let's start saying that even though you put all your effort and you build a very strong portfolio and you invest money in a website and you even create connections with people, making a living out of photography is not the inevitable consequence of this. So yeah, the vast majority of people who try to do it don't make it actually. I'll take my own case as an example. I started making my own videos and editing them when I was like in middle school with Windows Movie Maker, I think, and Nikon Coolpix. I don't remember the exact model, but yeah, Nikon Coolpix, the small one, the compact camera, the point and shoot. Then I went to high school and concentrated more on music, but that's another story. Then I had to choose what to study at university, and being cinema my most important passion, I decided to study cinema and visual arts at a public university, because private ones were so expensive and are so expensive for my little pockets, you know. While studying, I did some little jobs, you know, most non-photography related, but yeah, I did some stages, some internships as well. For example, I did an internship for an actual movie, like a movie that came out to the movies, to the cinemas. So yeah, that's why you can find me on IMDb. During the last year of university, it was 2018, something like that, I started to take my photography more seriously, and I started doing the first paid jobs on my own, without being like with a boss or something like that, being my own boss. Okay, some people thought it was really good that I was able to get paid without having such an enormous professional knowledge or experience. But actually I think that you can't work for no money. So even though I didn't get billions, I was still managing to get some money to do my things. Yeah, living at home with my parents, and yeah, so I was living at home. That's so important to say. And most importantly, I was presenting myself as a professional, talking about my studies and my previous work experiences that in some cases were photography related. I did so for 2 years, from my bachelor's degree in 2018, as I was saying, to mid 2020. Well, 2 months ago I moved to Lisbon, and right now I'm living here doing a totally different job, but that's another story. I know that I have to make a video about it. I know. I will do it next time, next video. Yeah, I already made a video about my first year as a freelance photographer, but it's in Italian, so you might not understand it. I don't know if there are some weird Google Translate subtitles. Let me know if you can check it. If you see them. Anyway, during these 2 years with the pandemic in between, so no jobs for months, besides some graphic work I did online, my income has not been rising month after month. There were only good months, very good months, and bad months, very bad months. So that's a very important thing to know before trying to make it as a professional freelance photographer. The income obviously is not going to be the same every month or rise just because you gain experience or you spend more time doing it. It's not rocket science, and everyone knows that being a self-employed person, unless you have like some permanent clients every month, the salary is not the same each month. But yeah, you have to save some money because in some months you may gain like nothing. Trust me, it happens. You have to save money when there are like good months. You save, you put some money on the side, you save them, and that's it. You have to learn to save money. And I think that you can do it if you are living with your parents. So if you are young, I think that, yeah, young people live with their parents, okay? Or not so young people. Okay, if you're living with your parents, you can do it. Or if you have another job on the side. But if you're older or like you have a family, you live with your family, it's I wouldn't recommend it. Don't just base your thoughts on some YouTube videos like I made $200,000 as a wedding photographer, I don't know, something like that. Because yeah, sometimes these videos are just fake, and when they are real, they are just like situations that explain themselves in some ways, if you know what I mean. I'll give you an example to explain this. If you're born in a rich family and maybe you have access to private schools that have a connection with good companies that might become your, I don't know, future clients, and you have no economic problems getting the newest gear on the market. Maybe you live in a capital city and obviously you don't mind working for free in the beginning because, well, you don't need to make money. Well, in this case, there are good chances that you may earn some money in the future as a photographer. The shutter speed, always like this here in Lisbon with the clouds. Okay, I'm not saying that everyone who gets rich through photography is like this, but from my own personal experience, normal people who get to become full-time freelancer are most likely to be struggling to just get the right money, the right amount of money to just pay taxes and normal expenses, you know. In Italy it's like this, for example. You earn the same money as someone who works in an office, let's say, so no self-employed with a boss and yeah, normal people doing normal jobs, okay? You have to earn twice the amount because you have to take off taxes and everything, but it's two times the amount in the end of the year. And you don't have to consider only taxes, because if it's your own business, there are other expenses, you know, and it's up to you the money you spend, for example, on advertising your work and buying gear and yeah, all of the expenses of our normal life, like I don't know, groceries or the bills, the rent. But the dark sides of being a freelance photographer are not only related to money, if you know what I mean. You may start thinking you're going to be do like crazy creative projects that make your mind run, and so your artsy purposes are fulfilled, and maybe you'll get some fame in your field and so on. But actually, if you want to make a living out of it, you have to accept almost everything. Believe me, the niche thing is good and works when you have like a very deep connection when you have a very deep connection with niche clients and so on. That's it, when you have this kind of connections. But in a real life scenario it's not working, and you have to accept everything that comes, almost everything, but kind of. I shot from fashion films to coffins. Yeah, coffins for the like the one for the dead people, you know, that one made like this, and yeah, coffins and so on. And I always been very optimistic about this, because in my opinion it allowed me to do like every once in a while something totally different, and so that I was not getting bored of photography. The problem is that you may reach a point in which your art, let's talk about art, if you're not doing photography just for money or for hype or chasing clout, I don't know. So I was saying your art may want her time back. kind of. So you will start worrying about new problems that are not related to money, but are related to, I don't know, yourself. You will start wondering if you are just a photography factory worker making soulless works for soulless projects, if you're wasting your time doing a job that allows you to make less money and stress more, and if you have some kind of ambition, you will worry about the queen of the questions, of all the questions. That is, am I getting somewhere doing this? You could have a good amount of clients in your little town, buy yourself a nice car, shoot IDs pictures during the winter because there are no weddings, but in the end you'll be stuck in your place. And this is just one of the best scenarios talking about photography as a work. In my case, I was not getting rich through photography, but I managed to do jobs for clients without wasting so much money on gear and without wasting my time, especially. The most important advice I can give to you is this: get organized. You're not going to earn millions in the beginning and most likely never, but you may earn some money and you may build up your set of clients with time passing. Just don't run before you can walk. Be real and objective about what you're doing. You may accept different kinds of projects, of jobs, as I said before, but don't accept just because, without thinking of how much you will earn. This will get you frustrated, to say the least, as time passes, because it's psychology. I think you have to be kind of satisfied with the payout to make a decent job, and don't buy tons of gears just because you are now a self-proclaimed professional of something. Buy what you need, and understand that if this client is not searching for top-notch quality and is not paying for it, you're not obliged to give it to him. Some jobs are stupid and unnecessary, but they contribute to make you earn money and get you to the end of the month, of course. So just don't shoot your neighborhood's barbecue party with an Ariel X or like a 5k dollars in equipment, okay? It's just stupid, and no one is gonna pay you more for that. So just be real and objective about what you're doing, and keep your eyes and ears, like this year, open for opportunities and so on. In my case, to end all the video, I ended up thinking that the only way to get where I want to get is through social medias, unfortunately, and that's why I'm so active on Instagram, for example, and even here on YouTube I'm trying to be more active. And that's my social dilemma, to quote like the famous Netflix documentary, but I'll talk about it in another video, I guess. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe, leave your thoughts about being a freelance something, photographer, videographer, plumber, everything that is freelance. I'm so curious about them. I'm looking forward to read something interesting, and that's it. See you here on YouTube on the channel. Bye guys.